1, Real Madrid 0. And honestly, it could have been worse. This was a night that exposed Xabi Alonso's real flaw as a Real Madrid manager. We were second best all over the pitch from midfield to attack. It just did not click. So in today's video, of course, we're going to break down the 5 things we learned watching this game. And trust me, it is not pretty at all. Before we get into it, make sure you like the video, hype up the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, let me know in the comment sections what your thoughts were about the game. First thing is first, Xabi Alonso, he has got it right. He completely got it right. I mean, his decision to leave out Trent on the bench, you got a proper right back there, and playing Valverde as a right back just completely backfired today. I think Valverde did his best, but it's not his natural position. He's been getting away with it in La Liga, really, but in the Champions League, in the big games, you can't play Valverde as a right back, especially when you have defenders that can play that role. Asensio can play that role. Trent is back. Why is he on the bench if he's not good enough or if he's not fit enough? I don't know. But you can see how much we missed the creativity from the right-hand side. And Liverpool just pressed us really high up, boxed us in, and Alonso's setup never really adjusted. It's rare to say this, but Alonso consistently now, I mean, it's not rare, consistently now against the big teams, against the big dogs, he's suffering. He is just being suffering against PSG, against Atletico Madrid, and now, yes, we won the game against Barcelona, but that was a depleted squad against Barcelona. But overall, Alonso has lost my trust in terms of tactically how he could deal with the pressure, how he could deal with big games. Anfield is not an easy place to go to. You know, you can't just play safe there. You have to be brave. And Alonso tonight, I mean, yesterday, he was just so cautious, and the midfield just got overrun. It was awful. It was awful. And that's something that we got to watch out. Second thing I want to talk about is, of course, lack of cutting edge up front. Even with Kylian Mbappé, even with Vinicius Jr., even with Bellingham starting, we barely created anything in the game. No clear-cut chance, no final ball, no rhythm, no chemistry in the final third. And Mbappé looked isolated the whole game. Vinny tried to make things happen, but he was often doubled up on that right-hand side. And Bradley, to be fair, handled him really, really easily. And Bellingham, who's usually our connector, right? He just never found the space between the lines, and Goulart was nowhere to be found. I mean, the whole team struggled. That's why, if you saw my match reaction, I completely blamed Alonso for this loss. It's because it's not individual players that we lost the game. It's the team setup. We were just overrun. You could look at that first half and say, we were just overrun. Our whole front line can't get the ball. They can't get connections between each other. And it was awful. I mean, the game showed that even world-class players, they need a proper structure behind them. No plan, no service, no goals. It's as simple as that, bro. The third thing I wanted to mention, midfield looked overrun. And I spoke about this already, right? Camavinga and Traoré, they just couldn't deal with the pressure. They just could not handle Liverpool's press. They both are talented. We know that. But when you're playing away from home in Anfield, you need someone calming things down. A Modric, a Toni Kroos, a Controller. We just did not have that. And instead, we had 2 destroyers just trying to build play under pressure. It just doesn't make any sense. Camavinga is a destroyer. Traoré is a destroyer. We need somebody that could dictate the game. And Goulart just couldn't get on the ball because the ball is just he can't get to it. He got isolated. Bellingham also isolated. And these two, they just couldn't budge, bro. They couldn't budge against the midfielders like McAllister, someone like Gravenberg, full of energy, pressing like madmen. I mean, Liverpool's just suffocated us every time we try to build from the back. And that's something Alonso has to fix pretty fast, especially in the Champions League nights. Nights like this, it's going to happen more often in the Champions League. So he's got to get that right, Alonso. He has to. The next thing I want to talk about is Courtois prevented a disaster. if it wasn't for Thibaut Courtois, bro, if it wasn't for this guy right here, it could have been 3-0. It could have been 4-0. I mean, he made massive saves, 1-on-1 with Szoboszlai, just denying everything that comes his way. Made a lot of saves. Van Dijk header. I can go on and on and on and on. It's the same story every single time. Courtois just saving Real Madrid when everybody else is just switching off. And he reminded the world once again, that he is one of the best goalkeepers on the planet. Without him, this game would have been an embarrassment, really. And I thank Courtois for just making this game 1-0. And look, that is saying something, because even a bad night, Courtois just stayed elite, to be honest. Last thing I want to mention is it's a big wake-up call for the Champions League, of course. Big wake-up call. I sort of touched on this, but this defeat is a big reality check for Madrid fans, for Alonso, for Real Madrid. We've been flying in La Liga, but the Champions League is a different animal. And this loss could just remind everybody that just because we're dominating La Liga, it doesn't mean we're the best team on the planet. We're not. And I spoke about this earlier, right? Lost 4-0 against Paris Saint-Germain. Outclassed against Atletico Madrid 5-2. That Barcelona win also, it should have been a strong win, but it wasn't. It wasn't. We needed to grind out in the second half against a depleted Barcelona side that we played at home. And again today, against Liverpool away, we lose, and it could have been more. Should have been 3-0, should have been 4-0, maybe 4-1. But regardless, the point I'm trying to make is that Alonso has to really be careful now. I question his tactics. He just watched the game like Netflix with us yesterday. I keep saying it, that first half was awful. He needed to adjust the formation. He needed to adjust a few things to make things right, but he did it. He sat there and watched it like a movie, and we lost it. The moment he realized he needed to change, it was too late. By then, it was too late. Liverpool had the lead. They sat back there like, here you go. You can have the ball. They got the crowd with them, and we couldn't create a chance. We just couldn't. And so Madrid has to bounce back from this. We always do. But Anfield showed that this version of Real Madrid still has a lot of lessons to learn. A lot. And Alonso, bro, big question mark on Xabi Alonso. Big question marks. But anyways, these are the 5 things I wanted to discuss. Let me know in the comment section. Did Alonso get it right? Did he get it wrong? Was it just an off night at Anfield? Was it the players? Let me know. As always, make sure you smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.